Good news, everybody! We're doing another Futurama OSD toy review! So, we've already shown Sku's ignorance of Futurama in a previous episode. We're going to continue that with this wonderful review of Mom, also from Futurama.
I see you're wearing a t-shirt that says Mom's Friendly Robot Company.
I am. This is the t-shirt which was most commented on when I was in the States. I wore this around Disneyland and Downtown Disney, and people go, oh, cool, Moms, and all that lot. So, Futurama is certainly big, even amongst the general populace. So, why is it cancelled again? Like the TV show, toys from Futurama have kind of bounced around a bit. Originally there was 3 figures in a line from More Action Collectibles back in the 90s. Unfortunately, the line never got any further than that. It was just Fry, Bender and Leela. But when the series came back, Toynami came over and they basically re-released the original toys, but then started expanding it out into other characters.
Cool.
And what we have here, of course, is Mom, the quintessential villain of the Futurama series. We're first introduced to her when she's trying to get hold of a can of sardines from the 20th century, which Fry purchases, because the oil from the sardines will lubricate robot joints forever. So she's determined to stop that from getting out there into the marketplace, blissfully unaware that Fry actually just wants to eat his sardines. The interesting thing about it is that Mom, as a character, projects to the world this very matronly sort of figure, you know, old-fashioned, good old friendly mom sort of style thing, but she's a very different person underneath, and this is actually replicated in the toy. This is actually a shell, which you open up and reveal Skinny Mom underneath.
Okay.
Now, she doesn't have the greatest balance, so getting her to stand on her own is not very easy. Not helped at all by the Gary Oldman's Dracula hairstyle. But you know, she does represent the character as she looks on the show, once freed of her mechanical dress there. So articulation-wise, you can see that there is no neck articulation or anything like that there, but we do have some articulation on the arms. You can see that they move out, and they do swivel at the elbow, and also at the hand. So it's kind of a bit weird articulation there.
Yeah.
On this arm, it's just out, and I don't think there's even a swivel in that hand.
Okay.
So it's a very odd articulation scheme here. Obviously the majority of the budget went into sculpting the big dress.
I mean, do you really expect a great deal of articulation from these toys, or are people happy with what they get?
Well, given that it's the chance to get a mom action figure, which really, what other line are you going to get?
Yeah.
An elderly woman with a giant hairstyle. You know, you're not going to find that in many toy lines, so the fact that we have a mom at all is a good thing.
Now I see an accessory here with this toy. What is this here?
Okay, Toynami, when they were making Futurama, decided to take the same sort of route that a lot of the big toy companies have made with their Build-A-Figure waves. The idea being that if you collect the entire series of figures, you get a little piece in each figure, which then, once you've got all of them, can assemble into another figure. In this instance, Mom comes from the Roberto wave.
Is Roberto this sort of psychopathic?
The psychopathic stabbing one.
Yeah, the stabbing one.
Yeah.
I remember this guy.
Yeah. So you remember the psychopathic stabbing one, you don't remember Mom.
I don't know what that says about
I
me.
think that speaks a lot about him.
We've had a look at a few Simpsons figures,
Yep.
and Simpsons and Futurama of a very similar vein.
Yep.
Are these in scale with those Simpsons figures?
Not even remotely, unfortunately. It is a case of Futurama's had its merchandising rights sent out to very different people than The Simpsons has.
Yeah.
They have done Simpsons Futurama crossover, so it'd be great to be able to have your Homer standing next to Fry and Zoidberg. But unfortunately, the only way you can do that in plastic form at the moment is with the Futurama guys looking substantially larger than your Simpsons.
So maybe you place them back on the shelf a bit and have a bit of force perspective.
If you can work your force perspective in there, then yeah, maybe that will work. But yeah, it's something where you would wish they'd kind of developed a standard scale, similar to how 3 3/4 inches is sort of standard for smaller action figures, or 6 inch. So you could have multiple figures from multiple lines all looking the same together.
Yeah. So there you go, Mom from Futurama. Let us know what you think of her down below. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, all that stuff. We'll see you next time.
on OSD.